Right, so for getting on for 40 years, probably over 40 years, I've been boycotting coloured vinyl, but I've started buying them again. How to get on? It's coming up now. Hello again. Well, as I said at the start, 40 years, so this goes back a long time. What happened was, back in the mid-70s, I was an ELO fan, and I bought the Mr. Blue Sky 7-inch single, which came on kind of a translucent blue vinyl. And I played it, and I thought, I'm not sure it sounds quite as good as the version I've got on my my Out of the Blue LP. And anyway, and being a fan, I wanted to get it for completeness sake, and I suspect, that's a lot of what these coloured vinyl things are about. By the time the next record came out, a single which was, I think, Sweet Talking Woman, which is on a kind of purpley vinyl, I also noticed that my Mr. Blue Sky vinyl was deteriorating quite rapidly with the sound quality. So I thought, that's it, I'm not going to buy coloured vinyl again. And I didn't until the Cars released a picture disc, and I thought, well, I'll have a go at that. I can't remember what it was. It might have been My Best Friend's Girl or Just What I Needed. And I bought that, and that was dreadful. So I thought, that's it, I'm never going to buy coloured vinyl again. And I didn't for 40 years until now. And this is kind of the story. So to go back to the sort of the science bit, as I understand it, vinyl in its PVC form is colourless, and I've got an example here. This is the Stephen Wilson mix of the Ultravox Rage in Eden album. So if you take this out, that I think is what PVC looks like generally. So why is it black? Well, what they do is they add carbon black to it. And what I understand that does is that strengthens it. So it makes it sort of harder. So, you get, first of all, it doesn't wear out so easily, but also, you get kind of better, definition when the little stylus is bumping up and down on it because it's harder. So that, I think, is why my Mr. Blue Sky single wore out quickly, because it was kind of translucent. And again, I kind of think in my mind, the more coloured it is, the more kind of dye it's got in it. So presumably, the more, the harder it'll be. So what changed my mind was I got as a Christmas present a while back this. And this is the UFO soundtrack. And, a lot of these things, I believe, are kind of Barry Gray, and he did some incredible soundtracks and theme music, and that came out in purple vinyl. The reason for it being purple is that on the UFO program, for some reason, all the girls in Moonbase had purple hair, and I can't remember why, but they had some justification for it. And I played that, and I thought, that sounds okay. I don't think that's going to sound any worse than the black version. And I'd say I bought some more, including the clear ones. I've been playing them, and they sound fine. Now, I can't vouch now for the longevity of these things, because I don't play stuff so much. Partly because, when I was a teenager, I didn't have so much vinyl to play, and secondly, there wasn't so much choice of stuff to do. There's no streaming, there was no, I didn't have CDs, I had a few cassettes, there was, the radio one, and that's it. So my impression is that coloured vinyl has probably improved over the last 40 years, and so I've reversed my original sort of boycott, and I've been buying it again. I have to say, I would prefer if if you could have a choice, in which case I'd probably still go for the black, but they don't. I mean, I kind of think part of it is, you know, they want to maybe, you know, release a blue one, a black one, or a pink one, and completists will kind of go and get the set. However, buoyed by my original thing, I thought I'd buy a picture disc, and I bought this. And this is the Yes Fly From Here. Now this is the return trip, and I got it because I believed it was the original Fly From Here album, but it isn't. It was mislabeled wrongly, and I got return trip. There's an interesting story about this, actually. What happened was, and I believe, as the saying goes, recollections vary about what happened, but John Anderson left Yes. And this is kind of a fairy tale that sort of, you know, didn't have a happy ending necessarily. But what Chris Squire did, I understand, was, you know, he heard or came to know a tribute act called Close to the Edge, and they got the tribute act singer to come and sing with Yes, which must be, you know, the absolute dream of a tribute act singer, to be grabbed out to come and, you know, go into the original band. And they did. That chap was called Benoit David, and I think he did one album with them, which was Fly From Here. Anyway, I think he lasted a couple of years, but he now seems to have been absolutely erased from history. So what they did is they did this, which is Fly From Here, Return Trip, where they got Trevor Horn to re-record the vocals and do a bit of extra mixing stuff on it. And you can't get the original Fly From Here album. It's been, you know, it's erased from history. It's not on, you know, you can't buy the vinyl, you can't buy the CDs, it's on streaming, no more. You can only get the return trip. So, you know, started off as a fairy tale, ended sadly. However, the other thing I can say about this is that it sounds absolutely dreadful, in my opinion. You know, it's great for hanging on the wall, you get some lovely Roger Dean artwork, but it's, you know, there's this, the dynamic range just seems to be completely lacking. It sounds scratchy, and yeah, so there we are. Picture discs, I don't think have improved. Coloured vinyl though, happy to buy it again. So I hope that's been of interest to you. Thanks for watching.